Ken Mami sha sem free match e course wo Old Trafford. Manchester United and Shebi Arsenal e share baako e wo Premier League nim. Ken me nipa baako a se ye bo match a ni ewie a di obewi ni no. The first thing is to acknowledge the winner. Enra game e course so e wo Old Trafford no. Arsenal na win game no. Mejitu mu say Arsenal enya the best of game no aye course no. Arsenal enya omu dey. Arsenal intimi and dominate et say the enim Arsenal no. Nemum Arsenal timi manage say at the end of the 90 minutes obenya 3 maximum points. Eye league na yebo. Every 3 points be a very important. Sa o person compete e Premier League e so Englander. Ye ma 3 points bi entwemu nko. Enti emfa ho ne kwan a obefa so e win sa 3 points no. So enra emfa ho se Arsenal omo suffer ye. Arsenal entimian dominate Manchester United no. At the end of the 90 minutes, the OJ 3 points no ye Arsenal. And every good team biano. Se o pesa ultimate dominate with domestic competition. O pesa obo at the highest level. And your match biana obe dominate. Your match bi owa. Ube wini, ba obe use the ugly way. Sorry to say now the wini. Entienra, the edikai, ma member Arsenal for nabaso. Se omuko Old Trafford. I was our pressure we mu say omu entimi dominate no omo manage yes so mutimi nya 3 points no. The first thing is to acknowledge Arsenal. Can you ball game ni nyina no? Manchester United fans no majority of them no omo happy with the performance of Manchester United. And yes Manchester United elusu ana omani age derby. Se o kanokra league na ekoso England no. Your clubs ni bi wo ho a in terms of collective play omo performance no obeka so omo osoro say Manchester United. Currently, say over Manchester City, over Liverpool, over Arsenal. Na wo say oh ye fair. Omo ye ahead of Arsenal team, Manchester United team no. Enti say Manchester United ekohia Arsenal. Na Manchester United individual performance no omo ye better than Arsenal. Manchester United collective play no omo ye better than Arsenal. Manchester United tactically no omo ye better than Arsenal. Manchester for any geomagini nyina the majority of omo supporters so many agini nyina ne woni say omo sa ye nneoma baako mienu miensa bi ka ho a ebetima mo ma compete. So Manchester for no many age no enra performance no e good sign. Omo hu say omo toto omo nneoma ye na performance no omo di bi ka ho a Manchester United betima perform. That's the reason why Manchester United fans no section of them omani age. By Ken good performance alone ain't be my own compete at the highest level. Manchester United ain't no perform very well. By some performance, na interest Manchester United beat my compete. So Manchester United beat my compete. Our Premier League nim this season again. To me, on be here nyoma miensa. The edi kind a consistency. And no Manchester United lose ye by performance no. E twamfoni di atre say na Manchester United bet waso dia. And the Manchester United be yadie. So for Manchester United, so betima compete with English Premier League this season. No, and what's Manchester United very consistent with more performance. The quality of performance are a bet what was no, and a bit Manchester United let me do some pempens one. Last season, your matches be Manchester United performed very well. Almost supporters NJ. No more did you say bet was so by matches and no massa could go who any massy. So what take teams are dominating Premier League now? Teams are very consistent with performance and results. And to Manchester City now Kasabe dominating Premier League no. Check your performance. Dominating, very consistent with results. Nebebano. Liverpool a Premier League the same thing. Chelsea the same thing, including Manchester United. Nemu. Manchester United at the time are no more dominating Premier League. No me very consistent with performance and results. And the enra performance no alone. And to be Manchester United then compete at the highest level. And how consistently on must have performance not what so. The second thing, a level of understanding the be improve. And I can say Shadia, Cunha, Mbuemu, Sesko Bemu, Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo Bemu no. Say there's a certain level of pattern of play. Say omo bobo pa, bomu do the final third. Understand the nanke was say woho Emma sa final test structure no very solid now we understanding you because omumbo omo ho nche afi na omu nyina ebebo omo ho enti sa Manchester United betima sa compete bi ma understand the na omu benya e wo mu team nim ebeye very key without understanding unya poor structure. And the teams almost are dominating leagues in England. And teams are almost proper understanding on the field. And it's a watch a kikunya embuemu and assesku. Now imagine say Omatio Muhwase, Bruno Fernandes, Amadia Luminatio Muhwasia, unse ombetima perform it. So Manchester United will need understanding and tactical dominance. Diana Rubin and Morumi the Manchester United team are tactically obetimi beating the opponents. Strategy by no be you saw the beating the opponents. Actions by be was a coach in use biano and also use can in terms of individual quality. Obien to me can't Manchester United any individual quality. We are first level then almost shall see free wa. From free bench by Amad Diallo, Ugarte, Sesco, Harry Maguire. Even Pokrano, Lisandro Martinez were injury. Mazraoui were injury. And in terms of individual materials, team my friend is Manchester United. It will be by Diakano a consistency, understanding, and a tactical dominance. And Manchester United, and run science near positive dear, Nemum, Umbe here, Sanyoma, we, and they are competing. Wolves etne fie Emma Manchester City be share 4-0. Last season, Nyoma Nkoye am from Manchester City in the Premier League. Omo torso third. This season Manchester City person almost dominated Premier League ni biem. And so betima dominate here e was almost asiye yi. And almost asiye against Wolves omo ko share 4. Ken, ye ball game ni nyina awie ye no. Play obi abonaba so. Eye Tijani Reindjers. Okay say Manchester City sign no. Omubo FIFA Club World Cup no me no di abranti we komo office and na me de say nipa dodo na ehun the performance of Tijani Reindjers. Ken obi a ohwe Italian Serie A obi ohwe AC Milan bia no Tijani Reindjers performance na enye ne nwanwa onsem most nansen nipa dodo na time follow Italian Serie A enti the performance of Tijani Reindjers ne be ye ne nwanwa kakra bobi bi onima abranti we wo AC Milan Italian Serie A no de oye ne nanu against Wolves ne enye ne nwanwa adia na ehun be hia na yese obetimi adapt wo Premier League ni mu ntem because Premier League ne bo edne enti se wo sign player free other league be the bar who expect say obetimi adapt quickly enya de ebo Tijani Reindjers by ne quality nanu against Wolves Pep Guardiola decided so about Tijani Reindjers Bernardo Silva and Nico Gonzalez won finfin ho o Tijani Reindjers e wo pretty here as a mezela obi oye mezela oye half winger and oye half midfielder sa player and the balance at the bad side of the field no enti nanu against Wolf Tijani Reindjers ebo as a mezela by ken shabrant and performance how was he bu Manchester City in a build up how was me bu ayo timi open space e provide a passing option around opponent in the penalty box ne ball carrying ability how was me holding ball no and making sure so be using the physicality at the amount that chip passes or the final third and again in terms of creativity and a goal scoring and now time your tie floating around opponent in the box no optimistic goals and no create and table game ne no na Tijani Reindjers am a goal as I assist me hope so better as our performance we are so or you one player personally na over Manchester City na mo gidie so betimi a flourish and the first game Tijani Reindjers enguni hu ma say obey star and the talking point of Manchester City set up him Chelsea etna fie goalless against Crystal Palace. A results back majority of Chelsea fans no helmo na Chelsea fans do one including me na me ogidie se match nim be den by Chelsea be find a way to win can they be a meguso akasa same way say see ebo match say a targeting be say o your favorite and no interest automatically sa team ni ko win say o your favorite interest say o advantage ahead of opponents but no interest say chinchina wo kwa kwose going into the game na Chelsea na a favorite. That's the reason why na majority people Chelsea so be winning. By game ni chance no the opponent Crystal Palace find a way to stop Chelsea. Chelsea stop fire. Oliver Glasner and Crystal Palace. And Chelsea stop fire. Minjina baby adan koka se Chelsea team nenye. Minjina baby adan koka se Chelsea bobo ko no enkoyi. Name opponent na Chelsea ne boy no to ni nyoma yi. So the first thing I need to do is to acknowledge Oliver Glasner and a Crystal Palace. The kind of performance are omodema at Chelsea. Crystal Palace equals Stamford Bridge. Crystal Palace nimse on timi nko biem. Any Chelsea nkobo. Crystal Palace nimse on timi nko dominate possession. Enti wasa omo finding a proper way to stop Chelsea team no. And so we check Chelsea lineup on the chance here. Se Chelsea bobo no obo Kukureya, obo Caicedo, Obo Enzo Fernandez, Pedro Neto, Gatins, Kopama, Mone, Joao Pedro Ma. Game plan ye clear. Ye Gatins, and a Pedro Neto, and a Bayer the withholders. Ye can obi so ye obi a withholder. Ye player or Tajinan Tenten or expand the opponent over the wide area. Ye from withholders. And now ye Gatins, the Pedro Neto, and a Bayer the withholders at Yama Chelsea. Chelsea in attacking transition. And now Chelsea in possession. Kukureya moving fin. Abeka Kopama, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo say, Omubenya numbers are media dominating from the midfield, and they are creating chances nina. So Chelsea game plan on Mudiko game na clear. By baby, Udi Oliver Glasner, ordinary flowers, ordinary credits, Ebema Crystal Palace near say. Baby at Chelsea a home dewo, and how best to put Chelsea. The Crystal Palace ni Oliver Glasner yen ye second. Omu yusu a 5-sided geometry block. Semi breaking it down no be atin ho ase a. Se ye ka se team be use a 5-sided geometry blocker. A team o defend ya without the ball. O make sure say obenya 5 side. Na wa say nya 5 angles. Enti anytime be na Crystal Palace enkura ball ni bia, ubehu ne 3 players omo anim ho. Ebereche Eze, Mateta, Anasa. Omo be drop deep. Sa 3 players no ebe close lane say Joshua Echampon, Saloba and Reindjers James ain't mean locate Chelsea midfielders no. Enti ombe block Chelsea midfielders no. Defenders need view from locating the midfielders. Then again, Abranti a friend say eye Hughes. Eme make sure that time you obe jina Kopama so. Then Richard ebe jina Kukureya so. Then Magay ebe close down Enzo Fernandez. So every single player our Chelsea bobo konim no. Un say Crystal Palace for no a close you down. And to Chelsea for no a players no ain't me and that freedom to open up a Crystal Palace bobo kono. And to tembiano that 5-sided geometry block no na a year juma de Crystal Palace bobo kono. Na time be omu defend ya omu ye very solid and compact. Na ye difficult for Chelsea to open up. And to Kinu say Chelsea about 71.5% of ball possession. Can one him Chelsea passes on my mind. Chelsea ma 568 passes. By Busa won't say. Sa passes no et me create enough chances in my Chelsea and I know. Chelsea nya 19 attempt to score. And we 3 penalty on target. Okay. By Shadiwi. Chelsea all pass be no. Players of 9 car ball. Chaloba the 9 car ball 117 times. Chaloba the defender. The 9 car ball kesu otosu mienu eye Joshua Champon 108 or day defender. The otosu miensa the 9 car ball eye Reindjers James defender 95. The otoso 4th and the 9 car ball Chelsea eye Caicedo 85 or a defensive midfielder. And the ball now Chelsea dominating possession. Ombo. Okay. When him say Buildup ebe mu 9 car ball 10. Kopama 9 car ball 48. Gatins can 28. Joao Pedro can 9 car ball 23. And the ball name called the opponent half. So Obeka say Chelsea team Obeka say yes. Omo performance name ni so. By Crystal Palace no. Crystal Palace no kin. Na omo performance.
Omo kasa so many big games ebo. Crystal Palace there. Enye
and few chances I buy no. Okay, obi to say Andre Santos chance and nko so. Okay. Pedro Neto the Buildup the so na e was so. So you know a big one in the match Chelsea. Na me no ka say no. Pini Zahavi offer Benjamin Pavard the Barcelona.
Benjamin Pavard.
Ediama Barcelona.
Okay.
Leicester City so rejected £26.7 million from Sunderland. Abdul Fattah Isahaku.
26 million.
26.7 million.
Almost
omonje. Anna Nicolas Jackson Lukaku prana we prano. Mete sena wo ye story bi. Omo de Nicolas Jackson aka options ne ho.
For Napoli. Adelson. Sheki kine na brana. Me sure say bia didum kama. Yenko. Na nsenche e be shebi.
Kemelase. Na mama we she mia me sister Erama Amakunedu. Our Tobinko accountant our Eastern region.
Okay. You wish happy birthday.
We wish happy birthday. Nyamishira ni bebre. Inti. I don't know. Ken na mama ntwaso. Mama nkɔ basa na me free home. Share over the years. Dear ama La Liga no amount for interest to the be na omutie break referees decisions and in yama na esi wa La Liga nimo. Last year, every single game went under scrutiny. Barca, Madrid, we see me. To the extent say, you league, La Liga Referees Association, they had to cancel in Yamani Bebriomu group, as also reconstituted the group. One of the measures, and I know by kind, they say, referees near money din term, your body din 24 hours, your kobobo. Knowing say, some problems are you facing or La Liga ni muninano, everything you're done, we're going to have a proper La Liga season. Sana La Liga for the shayable. Dear course weekend, Barca Mallorca no. Among four are not talking about the game again. Again, we are back to Sir Referee's incident. Yanko baby didn't kind. The decision to appoint Luis Monera, I think it was absolutely wrong.
I didn't hear.
Monera. Last year, no Basam. Madrid versus Osasuna. Oko show red card Edema Jude Bellingham, so Jude Bellingham didn't attempt. Madrid for the casa or your Basani, Emma Madrid for the Konifia Koyi. Pictures ni videos at the Barca Messi at Taritari ni fear home.
Yeah, the pictures, yeah.
And one accusing in your money bebre. To the extent they say, Papa na fe crade, no, I am frustrated. H money jinan chain. And almost sounds so cast or more, I clear all allegations. So this is a manner, ya bonny ding abatabasa home. If you want to start on a clean note, nobody bust a game and come on train kakra. But what's in command, I mean, you didn't say. Now, Obiani Basa name Madrid mun come on the facing channel. Let's have a proper conversation. And you want to no. One, go na hafinya share no. Masha bono ango. It was a clean goal.
Bono is in natural line.
Exactly.
But Osha, you were saying a bimare.
Can't somebody by my me say kind of chahacha. It was a clean goal.
Okay. Antra line.
Because born say Mrana say as I say whole circumference then the extra line. And a born na masha angles ni bebre. Anko and a lami yama yi born ni pie. So my for ni case e was situation way mo. Second goal for Reindjers goal. No. Now watch this. Ebiana referee ni trimuposo obedi ball ne di ama Barcelona. But the reaction ni niema bi ebe mama fa link say akwa no nusuban oye so obedi ball no e di ama Barca. Now, me pese me ni wodi nkomo yi pa. Ke ti wenya pictures na me dey ma wona. First incident hwade. Se menya pictures na. Okay. Ken Wadaroma, watch this. 22 seconds. Sorry, 22 minutes 56 seconds. And a ball no call ball real and a ball in him not off from. Pacho, check minutes.
About a head injury.
Head injury. Imrana chile says so obi top from one. Esan sanity a bit me kum in some runner say Gina game no. This be a Gina game no. It's a born any more top form no. Mallorca planning a signal to referee say abon any more one top form. Stop the game no. So 22 minutes 56 seconds. Next one. Referee ne into Shadi Obabe. Next one. And on their Benny Shena no. So Obeba Ben. Where's 22 minutes 57 seconds? It's just 1 second after boy you talk for or their Benny Shena no. So Obeba Ben. Incidents me boy. So what television say Obeba Ben. Sometimes no body be different Torres you crowd.
Okay.
No born different. And yes, and be did one waka say. Me the man, me the shaman one obo. It is a lie. It's born name be different Torres show. Born a benishana no Obeba Ben. My born unko. Born to nets no. Na a 23 minutes 2 seconds. So that's like about 6 to 7 seconds in between. Born say we anyway ya Ben the free no.
Yes, so stop a game.
Listen, sa in some now better abontin say auto from na born nation it is a lie. It is a liar. I mean how to describe because I have given you the evidence about 6 to 7 seconds. Abeni tiana no sa obeba ben or she game no sa na go ni ko share. What I say? Inti a hot year. Honestly, ebia na nye ni trim so obedi born di amaba so. But ni suban ni ye bi no. And actually sa. But in the whole, I think say Barcelona were Barcelona. Just that my disappointment and say there was some commission for the brave. But Barcelona decided say almost slow game down. Good one. You better Madrid the NHL. Ken. Dear Tosubiu, Manchester United game no. Ruben Amorim the 4th game as Manchester United coach on the Arsenal the boy. Sometimes no I say Leicester, no I say Everton. Now attention o Ruben Amorim so ye pa. In that game, omo born in December. Na moi who are that go and watch that game. United played very well. Man you lose 2-0. 2 goals ni nyina a set pieces and the goals ni by. In fact, that game no Arsenal enya corners mako 13 ya bop corner Arsenal the 2 corner kicks na ball no ye bebo Thomas Taipate no akompia goalkeeper no akoshe ne konchi na ohekel ne sa na ball na akoshe ye na Ruben Amorim say of you Manchester United ball the difference was set pieces. This is Ruben Amorim. I think it was about 4th of December last year. Okay. Throughout the season, teams are complaining at the Premiership for say, Arsenal set pieces, no corners, no mobile, no. Almost foul referees, almost foul goalkeepers. There has been complaints at clubs na diako. Into before the league, referees no call club to club. I can catch almost say yeah, but corner, yeah, but free kick, a heckling be a bekoso, our boxing will be a foul.
Bruno Fernandes, your Manchester United captain, after the game, I know because Omushiomo.
No crack.
Ebeka answer no. No one say omedu pitch na so referees na change your mind.
Me that say what can answer no. Omo call club to club explaining the new rules say heckles because clubs now be complaints say Arsenal for dey no mo ye no. Eya no mo foul goalkeepers no. Go last year some catch us Pate Miami nua Pate ono an e start no akose goalkeeper ne nchen na so mo heckle ne kakra.
Kakra so be bi magana ba ko.
Ah ye farmer ye bra.
Am the firm.
This season
say Saliba na
aha Arsenal assistant routine says so nyina kogu akire o hear television no so a ne ye ba no mu nyina ba nti e be to say o mu ngina penalty box mu no makwa heckle but the reality was that enrade na see ye no one goalkeeper atabayi in the wanyade sakwa no oda o post mu a esesa we scary wo pie ye kane no nti e ya no mo hwek smike mu ne ade no kra wo ye play wo suro because the penalty box no say sa area hockey crib na won anim na ya wo goalkeeper nankasa area no you need to be scary there because play a bit do rough referee no knows that it is your area but on one kasa other post in why memre into they targeted him. Watch this. In as much as I would want to say goalkeeper na nya dey Arsenal for foul goalkeeper no. And I'll give you evidence. Maybe I'll show your television also. This is Saliba clearly holding Ataba in the Ninsa. Ninsa no dey den be in the page Ninsa so or the Ninsa na block ball no. And now Saliba o don nsa kan no just say what's distracting the position of where Ataba in that want to punch the ball. Clear foul. This is clear foul and I'm wondering why referees in a far for na ahwe knowing very well some one so na mo dem ramba say hecklings be because to be am behwe na ma free mu ni ahwe die entwai. Second one Ken ade ba ko san so kire ma adwen so kakra ni say Manchester played very well na kunya ani mbuemu a kire say wunya EPL experience e bo because also adaptation is easy. Because Premiership they know ins and outs, they know how difficult it is. Send you running into spaces and you're feeling the coach they know. Name this is why my problem is 65 minutes inside the game. It is quite obvious to say Sa Mbwemo na ojina hono boni bedin wa obo kunya as a number 9 or drop it deep ebe bobo ni bi. Na Messi Mount also was playing well. Na Manchester United elake say ball could do anymore ball better net. I felt to say the substitution of Benjamin Sesko was absolutely wrong decision from the coach. Na Sesko already meba preseason wanya papa bia o.
Yeah, wanya preseason. But omo ye preseason game bi man wo. Current man ball. Obo friendly game bi wo.
Yeah.
Be do ba bi no say Sesko ne Magua. And a pecanatu anymore. Say
a boss on a young ball. Won't say, my point, and they say, come in the Sesko crab bar last 5 minutes. Because I felt a start time no. Now was a Bruno Fernandes, Equanim Hobby, Nequaya Bruno, Cunha, and Mbuemo. No, the Kobe Menu, ebe gyina FIFA no controlling na because clearly na nim ho no omo hia obi a oni ball no se na esi kaka ball no eto net ho no Benjamin Sesko because by say 20 something minutes no boy na can ball just 7 times o just 7 enye say na form so clearly ball no ankasa no enye onya adapt very well one who the jokeress here me I felt to say Arsenal so some rush boy no ono so we nya proper pre-season Arsenal are just rushing the boy and no mama boy no go for dinner terms are and so I don't understand Chelsea Crystal Palace Ken
for you man
get say Crystal Palace Saturday me catch Chelsea interviewer me say ya me yam say me eh there na slots e kan after community shield game no and I say 2-2 no mo abo no na ni age and so lose game no say oh game na need 2-2 na ni age ne say last year we bought Crystal Palace o mentimi an share 2 goals in for the defense na dey supporters dey here no pa but check here there na opeso say Crystal Palace for when they sit and they say they want to defend massa
in big games bo
hey
Crystal Palace City got an team City
oh I'm there say intimi no bonus now we see this is where the whole issue is Chelsea for first phase of build up coach no on Feniagro say goalkeeper ball no the ball na man the defenders na the ball ni man midfielders and I say first phase of build up into Chelsea first phase of build up on 3-2 near 3 defenders 2 midfielders into debia no first phase don't pass the ball no into time will be and say Chelsea first phase of build up na obi a fit Levi Colwill and the same fifi because pass the ball no well international Levi Colwill pride no coach no tell some kind o say be affecting the build up into mpanyifo no for bimra na the closest player obetimi aye the Levi Colwill Tosin na Darabia yo ono so pass well kakra Tosin he was not part of the game. Intina clearly it was going to affect Chelsea's build-up. And the NKB solution is say Chelsea for nyai say omoye sa first phase of build-up. No man carry ball no and go fast and anymore. But coach insist to say pass the ball. Let's have our proper phase. It's a name you Josh Echampon did very well on Make Mateta out of the game. Nemom Saboni kuta Josh. Umuya ya starting game no nan passes na SS rough. Nenyo no nkwa because I felt to say Josh Champion no or struggle with build up no. Reindjers ni senior players Chaloba one so the ball ni cheche sa. It's clearly say Crystal Palace for the press room no Chelsea first phase. Me that was the first problem because we ntimi carry ball na nkwa ni one time. It is a Chelsea face difficulties in their first build up. Kopama uhu game no so.
Okay.
And until the game no I'm for crash draw Pedro Amoboni we see they all played.
But because you had a crime,
exactly.
But on born, I saw my try some located Kopama because Kopama now grow Waji Club World Cup in your friend saying Conference League, you know. Saying young manka ever hiding.
Season
because we quite 9 months on show play go.
I've seen January.
Since January, who's January you move? Now more born shall go one penalty in a while.
Open play.
Some located because when you're born,
you see,
Tim
Chelsea. How do they locate Kopama? By building up.
Build up, okay.
And see, if they get their build up wrong, they cannot locate him.
But that's
but
Crystal Palace, on your baby.
Maybe I trust a free kick in the Obiachi.
Free kick as a media. Free kick as a media. Spain and Kayasem Cassia.
They say Emrani a clear.
Some rare been a coso being sa Obakai. Say a so being sa. I go keep a cheboy as one inside. Yes, I know 1 year on keep an year. Oh, the Moses Kai said the one and who didn't channel. No, say I'll be betting me Piawa, my boy, for baby. About baby Sasso being where didn't Moses Kai said. Pacho
also make a second. The TNS say, Sir Encanino, not your 2 waller, not play by Quaco Shame Fin, no, oh, Pimpia. The FIFA says that thing hard.
How come you find you?
The fact I'm for back 1 year, just say me for back 1 year. And runner say 1 meter rule. Free kick ni siwa. It came back to Jinaha, post mammy. Before free kick ni back, oh, Kaujinawa. Before free kick ni back on. Never be a perfect too. But Sema gay a pushing a honor or trust 1 meter between the wall and the next.
Okay. Otam na so because me jawa obetrechem demum nipa na was too much or your fit wo free kwedo ona yesum na yese yapem obi bigi ana anya sa sen kan kra bi ka Joshua champion ka meji atum ono na yepem na ye je pana ye je you know o pimjo bia ana hwem finfin o okay just ya form wedi
kidam we hear Roy Keane story
eze
na me de link it to the Manchester United game. Roy Keane say Manchester United supporters no. It looks like say omu nim team no mu di achi no.
Mo.
Na supporters no any age after losing a game against Arsenal. Roy Keane is a legend of Manchester United. Obo Manchester United jiji nkuruwa edema boko no. He played for Manchester United for more than 10 years. Until clearly. So such a person come Manchester United as someone. Onim team na or can ho asem. O ye no ni free one man. If you've known Manchester United, on kai Shekrampo under the era of Alex Ferguson. Now we success is at Manchester United choking here. Or performance at Manchester United dining at the point. Manchester United was the only club senya Pep Guardiola. Now it's the Premier League na twaso miensa in the Premier League era. This is the club we are talking about. When your success is bebre. It is always na enne United be lose game. Na Manchester United support any beje. So we lose 1-0 nemu wa bobola. One Roy Keane be ya adwene. But the bia make say issue be bia Ken at second. It was two sides. The Manchester United supporter is happy because when we improvement or the Manchester United play. That is why the supporters are happy. And not necessarily the loss to Arsenal, Derby. But Manchester United know who in the last season. How poor na Manchester United performance next year. Any ball are United the bono. Any do here in the first game of the Premier League. Not to do na adwene almost Manchester United they see last season no. And no be na say ba bi no. And no na Manchester United supporter any age. Ken last season Manchester United ne Arsenal share 3 times. 3 times in the Barca na game week 14 in the English Premier League. And na kwaku ka ho asem no. Manchester United lose 2-0. All lose 2-0 no, in terms of ball possession, na 50-50. But a lot of chances in the game. And then near maybe here game no. Arsenal na yes anema no. From there, almost say share FA Cup mu. FA Cup na Manchester United had the penalties. Eddie Arsenal bobo ko ni frame. Can oyi Arsenal left him on penalties no. In terms of ball possession, Arsenal ball 70% and Manchester United ball 30. Say your chances creation. Say your shots on target. At the be a game in Bian Opetimo year. Na ye Arsenal bobo kono. From there, the second meeting will league him almost to share in week 28 semi-kind year pa. Sa game into so year 1-1. Arsenal able 68% of ball possession. Manchester United ball 32. It is all Manchester United last season. On the Arsenal meetings. Any ball on my boy. Now already Manchester United boy for the first time. Since Manchester United share Arsenal 8-2 in 2011, Ken. Manchester United share Arsenal about 20 plus shots in a single game. In C.
On-ball shots more than 20.
More than 20 plus.
The last on-ball 20, almost say 8.
Against Arsenal. Almost Arsenal 8-2. Okay. Since then, on share Arsenal ain't more 20 plus shots in a single game. It will Premier League. These are the things that Manchester United supporters know. Never more money aje. And yes, Abia will lose it to Arsenal. I was happy with the play of the Manchester United team.
Okay.
And certain individual performances. Now we'll come at delete us. For the first time, me will delete an nipa woni mujidi or Ajax no. Or Manchester United. The kind of performance or dynasty for United and now. One more. Look at the performance of Casemiro. How he controlled the game for Manchester United and now. Say na Casemiro beti mi aba. Me nya sure say United supporter be sorry. Say Manchester United in compare Carlos Baleba.
Ogate aso improve you ana.
Ken
Ogate say adene ba say o meyi Casemiro na o mesuade.
Aye.
Na so ne Casemiro no but difference be any mana.
Casemiro is even better than Ogate.
Na mo koto no be dey.
Ken say na enim so obeti mi aba be ye.
Okay.
And no buy them fire. It's the performance of Casemiro and it was very good. Oh yeah, no free one more. Me Bruno Fernandes are only other partners to help him in the game. So our Manchester United last season, United a bubble. Now Obi stop Bruno. There is no creative spark. Now Manchester United team nim fin doom. But for Manchester United. So also Bruno Fernandes, what Mason Mount was creating. He was playing well for Manchester United. Oh, you're only free one man. Look at the performance of Cunha. Cunha fab ball, take-ons, dribbles, passes. At the game, Musa attack a bit. He was doing it, with the exception of scoring. It is a game. Look at the performance of Ahmad coming from the bench.
Ahmad there
was a lot of improvement in the Manchester United play. And no remember United support any adje. And yes, I will lose against Arsenal. We can only be hopeful. The performance need to also say then I believe the Manchester United this season will be one home because after winning United performance and Manchester United was robbed. Who you goalkeeper need any free one man. Saliba tackle or the Cunha, so it was a clear penalty. This ball.
No penalty.
Clear penalty. Referee ignore it.
Referee Simo.
Almost see. And these are the signs. I'm a Manchester United supporters and and yes, I will lose against us. The guys did well. And okay. They have to continue with this kind of performance, Ken.
Okay.
Manchester City new Wolves.
I
was impressed with the performance of one player.
Okay.
Nico Gonzalez.
Nico, yeah.
Yes. Say Doba. Sabrina be ball from Manchester City because ABS Rodri ni ono mo a. Ye be probi obetimi aginem. No why that adwuma no dey Manchester City boboko no a. Enye joke. Because of the standard of Rodri. Player by last season and the performance they up and down. This season, the first game of the season, he was one of the best players for Manchester City, if not the best player. And now, at the defensive midfielder betimi games when it comes to tackles. No, yeah, the Manchester City boboko no. Tackle be oko he had a 100% record. Of course. Yes. Obo ni nyina wie no. Osanso the goal kan. And the goal babo mu a. Aside that, Tijani Reindjers is a new player in the English league.
Okay.
But at least Nico Gonzalez last season eba midway through abebo kaka. It's the new players na attention they want so you heard your mate me aba. Ground duels or call for 11 or we need 10. This is the kind of player we are talking about. Aside Ojibo ni we are, the distributions was also super. Why defensive jobs and every Ojibo no call anymore. He had the most touches in the game. 98 touches. It will game anymore. When it comes to passing accuracy, about 78 passes or completely 72.
They're coin left and right and economy. Because it's a passes in the way.
Can passes in the economy. And one misplaced here, that is the most important thing.
Into Boma keep on quiet no count.
Many shots a bit for that. It's for me. I think that the performance, to stand in for Manchester City in the absence of Rodri was super good for Manchester City.
First round of games, met me say players are more impressive. 2 Ghanaian players. We have Cunha performance and they beat me. Cunha and Shego, but I say the performance and Mohamed Kudus Antoine Semenyo performance. Obetim dia topu obetim dia tutu bia our perform this week our Premier League Semenyo and Kudus Semenyo crowd and the level was rotodo and Tijani Reindjers I think say player back kwa yan show respect him for man still Holland because nema na wo no say e normal on the Holland they say we say 50 kura normal and shada anya news okay and when biem and mbomo kakra and Burma so na bad. The latest so na bad. But 2 Ghanaians Semenyo na Kudus. We 10 players and have even 5 for Croatia so count. 5 for Muntimin room.
But Semenyo
there 5 for count. Kudus unra top 5 for them.
Semenyo kra no wiki no kra me meet me aka me the bema no.
Several Richarlison go now say no. Nkofo say o Richarlison go na technique. But I kwano go Semenyo go no ko share ne dey.
Richarlison share Burnley.
Burnley for the money.
Body respect. For someone to
go to Ghana team ben.
For someone to go to Anfield.
Oboti Liverpool. Konate and Van Dijk.
Yeah. Wo kra the first goal ni free of second goal baby of far ball ni di free.
Ko share.
Masa me dey come your play be obeti me na to play.
I think said week one Antoine Semenyo. Yeah, EPL week 1 Semenyo. 2 Ghanaian players.
Can David Raya so performance.
Yeah.